That's the only thing.
A 5-year-old at lunch last week. You have a job. What do you do? Just everything.
All right, it's 6 o'clock. We'll get this meeting started, our last meeting of the year. So first we'll start with a public hearing. Anybody signed up for the public hearings? Public hearing number 1 is Restore New York application for the former Roundhouse Mill located at 1441 Elm Street. Anybody here to speak of the Restore New York funding application for the former Roundhouse Mill located at 41 Elm Street?
I'm city historian Kate O'Connell. I don't do a lot of public speaking, but I'm not against work being done to the mill. It's in my neighborhood. I live around the corner, so it'll be nice to see a nice structure built there. But just for everybody's knowledge, it is believed within part of the Roundhouse Mill is the original Methodist church for Portland that was on Church Street. It was moved, used as an apartment building, and then C.B. Hitchcock purchased the property and started his wagon company there. So he was kitty corner across each other on Elm Street. So the Graftex building is part of that complex, and the Roundhouse Mill was part of the Hitchcock Wagon Company. And at their prime in 1890, they produced 25,000 vehicles and employed 425 individuals in the city of Portland. And that wasn't our largest wagon company at the time. So just to know that there is part of a historic structure within that building.
Were they any ties to the Brockway?
No.
That's actually a question.
I do
know
know that-
Brockway started the wagons back in the day too.
Well, they were in Homer. The
Yeah.
wagons were all built
I knew
in
that.
Homer. They bought the omnibus plant on the corner of Pomeroy and Central Ave and turned that into making trucks. They did do storage there in the 70s. My aunt was city historian in the 1970s. And they did store some of their negatives and had office things in part of the where Graftex is today. So we have a large collection of negatives that came out of there. So Brockway's did have a little bit of things there, but they did not make their trucks there.
That's impressive.
But just.
People have you come every time you talk about a property. That's really
I
neat.
just think it's important that people realize that was part of the original Methodist church.
I don't know what started in here, but I heard the wagons were better in Portland than Homer.
Yes.
I disagree with that. Ours are still going. We got a museum. Or they have, I should say we have not.
Well, the Eastport Street Corset Company was the
Yeah.
part of the wagon company, Fitzgerald Wagon Company.
Well, I happen to know the owner of the property, you know, he's a great kid. Unfortunately, I think it's time to come down and do future stuff with it, but I think it'd be advantageous to talk to Brian and if we
They
can
did.
find stuff to restore.
They offered us the scale that was in it. It
Yeah.
was too large for us to store at the Historical Society, being in the small building that we're in. But we did suggest another local museum for that. The one thing that I hope is saved that's in it, I don't know where it can go, but the original Hitchcock safe is still in the building. I was able to go in and photograph it about 8-10 years ago and get some nice pictures of the artwork that's on it, but it still says Hitchcock Wagon Company on the top of it. But it's built in and it's huge.
I called out the door as well. We'll look into that.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. with
You're
us, as
welcome.
always.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Good news.
Who has the combination?
I'm sure it's dry.
I'll never tell.
So, last call on the Restore New York funding application for the former Roundhouse Mill located at 41 Elm Street. That being said, we'll close up public hearing. All right, we'll do a call to order, a roll call, please.
Okay, meeting's called to order at 6:06 and roll call, Mr. Scott,
Present.
Ms. Silliman. Here. Ms. Nello is absent, Ms. Lane. Here. Mr. Thompson.
No, it's what I just looked at. Present.
Mr. Carpenter.
Here.
Mr. Beckwith.
Present.
Mr. Reynolds.
Here.
Perfect. You can all rise to the salute the flag.
Of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. For a moment of reflection, if we could just think about all of our family members and everybody, keep everybody safe during their travels and this holiday event season. Thank you. Anybody signed up for privilege of the floor?
No.
Okay, mayor's report, a couple things here. I took a read of a text that I just got late. It's not even here. Oh, there it is. So the youth bureau did Here Comes Santa, and what a great success it was. I kind of missed them this year, but I usually try to catch them out with there are 50+ stops, and then they got to greet over 300 children. So it would have been a lot to the children, and my granddaughter was one of them. She loved it for sure. And the 6th ward, Carter's aware, there's a cardiac arrest that had happened, and it was Friday, and thanks to the, good response time, and certainly between the dispatch, the TLC, Cortland Police Department, Cortland Fire Department, of course, we were able to have a paramedic that was able to go in there. I believe they resuscitated twice before they even got the ambulance response. So, and they rode with them to Syracuse, and that was a highly successful, and another one of our investment that everybody's made here to make sure get EMTs trained as firefighters. So that's really helping us for our long-term missions. So thank you everybody for that, especially those rewarded firefighters. Couple updates. Went to a beautiful ceremony for Chief Friedman, and he was able to get the award from Senator Webb. So we went down to Binghamton, and it was a very nice ceremony, and certainly very humbled by it. He doesn't like to talk about it, but it was just shows a testament and how it brings good things to back to Cortland. So thank you for that, Chief.
Looking for a ladder truck.
Yeah, and that's it. So that's good. That's it. It was a nice event. It was great to get that. The solar project up on the hill by the high school is on track to possibly start tomorrow, which is good for us to be able to get that property repurposed and reused for something that technically could not ever have anything built on it. So it's gonna be great to get that project started. We have a couple of technicalities in code office with permits, and we'll get that worked out. That's good news, and that's gonna be starting now. So be a reuse and get some solar charging for the high school, which is great. Ms. Greenwood and I attended a sales tax meeting yesterday. There's some other county issues, and it was, I think we've got some productive ways, so hopefully that's something to present in the first part of the year.
Just saw that to make sure.
The DPW has been doing a lot of cleanup and a lot of projects. They put the lights, I don't know if everybody saw the snowflakes downtown. That looks great. Looks a little more festive, and we'll get better every year. So banners are being done by the chamber to get more sales up and to try to promote Portland better and add a little color to our streets. I went last night to help judge the community center Christmas lighting contest, so I was driving around with them, and that was interesting. It was great to see the city lit up that way, and a lot of great contestants. We'll find out, and then I'm able to attend. The county has had one in the county office building on Friday. So those are the fun parts of the job that you don't always get to do. DPW is putting down green salt now, so everybody knows that the roads are green. So it's a little more environmentally friendly. Michael, to correct me when I speak out of turn here, use less and should be a little bit different. So if you notice the streets are green, and the next we just started using it the last storm. So hopefully you'll see some difference in that. All right, perfect. That's all I had. Hopefully I didn't say that. All right, so now we'll go to ward reports. Mr. Scott.
Currently, Ward 1 is quiet. I do want to thank DPW, Code, and Police Department all for dealing with issues in the last 2 weeks. Great job, great response. I can't say enough about how quickly our departments respond. I think they're just doing a great job.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan.
It's been quiet in the second ward.
I did attend a meeting regarding Parker School and hoping for some movement on that. And I'm loving the lights on Main Street. I've always loved banners that go across. But the snowflakes on the street lights have been a nice addition. And on a personal note, my son, who's a musician and actor in New York City, has written a tribute song about coming home to Portland. So his name is Jack Gerhardt, and it's on Spotify and YouTube. So if you're interested, look up Jack Gerhardt and listen to his song about coming home to Portland.
And many people do in my office and had to listen to it.
Katie runs away and someone wants to come home.
It is it's a great song and it's kind of neat and it has a nice picture of apples with the Portland logo on it.
Yeah.
And,
And they're looking forward to coming home for Christmas.
I can't wait to meet the promise meeting to make that.
Okay.
Thank you for that. That's fine.
College kids have gone home, and so it's very quiet in the fourth ward, and Jack's song is amazing.
Mr. Thompson.
Pretty quiet in Fifth Ward. College students that live within the ward have gone home, which is nice. In relationship to quiet for some of the constituents that live here year round. And I want to say thank you, and many of the constituents want to say thank you to the Code Enforcement Office for reminding folks and enforcing and educating folks about storing trash cans after pickup. So thank you.
Hey, thank you. Mr. Carpenter.
All quiet in the sixth ward, but again, like the mayor said, I want to thank the fire department for saving that person's life, and it takes a lot of agencies to work. It's not just one agency, it's everybody comes together, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Mackel.
Just, not gonna drag anything out tonight. I'm a little upset, or my constituents are, about the flashing lights on, Red Corners down there. Come up messing, I'm using them on drive. You know,
Makes a difference.
it does, and I had to call somebody to run through it, like, I was the one that voted for it and passed it, it was flashing lights, and I ran through it for the first time, so. That's all. We don't need to drag it on, but they need to come back, and I obviously, I see the lights going up today,
We're game.
They'll be coming back.
And I talked to Michael about it, so.
Yep.
We shouldn't have taken them out there, they should have been putting them on.
You got by. Thank you. Mr. Michaels.
Soon to be our night for recognizing DPW and Mike's staff for cleaning up the leaves in the eighth ward. Certainly appreciate it, Mike. And I know quite a few of the neighbors do too. So thank you.
The process this year got a little late, so. Got anything else?
No, that was it for the eighth ward. Yeah, thank you.
2 little minutes, taking a motion to accept the minutes.
Okay.
Mr. Scott. Mr. Eckler.
He jumps in the gun, right?
Any questions on that? All those in favor? Agenda item number 1, authorize Restore New York funding application for the former Roundhouse Mill located at 41 Elm Street.
Therefore, be it resolved that the city of Portland Common Council finds that the proposed project at 41 Elm Street is consistent with the existing local or regional plans. The proposed financing is appropriate for the specific project. The project facilitates effective and efficient use of existing and future public resources so as to promote both economic development and preservation of community resources. And the project may help to attract, create, and sustain employment opportunities. And be it further resolved that Mayor Steve is hereby authorized and directed to sign and file the application for funds from the New York State Empire State Development Corp. Under the Restore New York Round 9 program in an amount not to exceed $1 million. And be it further resolved that upon approval of such application for funding, Mayor Steve is authorized to enter into and execute a project agreement with the state for such financial assistance to the city of Portland.
Need a motion? Mr. Beckwith, Solomon, So, this is a great program. It's no cost to the city. It'll be borne, matching funds will be borne on by the developer. And, we're hoping, we have some good plans over there. We're hoping to get them, pushed through and get some of the ideas set forth, for that. So one of the, we're able to get some money to, for the recent, to get some of these blighted properties off. So we're excited about the first one.
You're going to go in, people will go in to check the historical.
Yes, for sure. And
Right.
Katie, thank you for sharing that. For sure. We'll make sure that anything we get out of there,
Right.
as always, looking for that might be like Mr. Beckles found in his project, nice time
Oh,
capsule.
yeah.
So that,
But- Just to clarify this, is this money that we're funding now, Rich might need the answer, we need to, but this is just for the demo part of it?
that's correct.
Okay, because it doesn't state that, so
Just a demolition part.
right, so it's coming down on this first. Holy right here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then if there's any.
And as Pat said, and this other lady that I'm sure Brian will be loving to work with us, I'm sure. Everything's gonna be safe and
Yeah.
to,
Reserved. Yeah.
let her see,
The sign. Yeah,
Yep. Okay, anybody else? Just call it things. That's all.
Okay. Councilmember Scott,
Aye.
Stillman,
I,
Lane,
Aye.
Thompson,
Aye.
Carpenter,
Aye.
Beckwith.
Aye.
Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 2, set public hearing for proposed local law to implement occupancy tax with the New York State tax law.
Now therefore be it resolved that pursuant to section 20 of the municipal home rule law of the state of New York, a public hearing shall be held prior to the common council's scheduled regular meeting at 6 p.m. on January 7th, 2025 at City Hall, 25 Court Street, Portland, New York, on a proposed local law to implement a hotel and motel tax rate of up to 3% of the per diem rental rate for each room.
Second motion. Carpenter. Said, Mr. Thompson, so this is, so we have we're talking about doing 1 to 3% tax, and this is approved by the governor's sign, so now we just gotta do the, procedures in place, and we'll have that as our local law and get it implemented and start receiving by probably the first quarter is what we're gonna do.
And when, who will decide and when will it be decided if we go 1, 2, or 3?
Right now, we have proposed, we've always talked to doing 1%. So we're gonna.
Could we up it to 2?
Based on this, opinion of this council, that's certainly up to this. But right now, it's written up to 3, so we can.
my concern, as I mentioned 100 times here, is that the price down is going on. You can make it 5,
No,
you're gonna raise it
just
5.
can go 3. I mean, but
I just, you see it all over.
Yeah, I mean, our weekends here have just become astronomical, for visitors. And, that is a concern because they still may go elsewhere.
Yeah, I would suggest doing 1%, see what the impact is this year, and then we can just.
We can change it next month if you want.
I think you'd be surprised, we anticipate, I think we get a budget projection on what their revenue is, it's pretty significant at 1%. And then remember, we want that to go towards community development, marketing, and those kind of things, get people back into our.
I just figured 2%, would be middle of the road. It wouldn't.
Either the state needs to set a committee, I personally believe that. Checking this price down. Yeah, I mean, I talk to people from Rochester, come here a lot, and they end up going to Ithaca because the rooms are cheaper in Ithaca than Portland.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that used to be just the reverse years ago.
Stuff, it's happening. We have that, we don't have control of, we can tell them 10% they're gonna pay us, but they're gonna raise it back.
But other places may go other places.
Right. That raises it even higher, so I think 1% if the prices are high and adjust it next year.
And unfortunately, we don't have control over that, but it's something that somebody needs to be looking into. Need to make a recommendation out to you.
Comptroller's office, from there. Yeah. Anybody else? Call please.
Councilmember Scott,
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lane. Councilmember Thompson,
Aye.
Councilmember Carpenter.
Aye.
Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
And Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 3, second public hearing for community development block grant number 285W5315-22 program.
Now therefore be it resolved that a second public hearing for the Community Development Block Grant Program to replace water and or sewer laterals for low to moderate income owner occupied properties or income properties where at least 51% of the units are occupied by low to moderate income persons. The above referenced grant to be held prior to its regularly scheduled common council meeting, January 7th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in City Hall, 25 Court Street, Portland, New York.
Second, Mr. Scott, Mr. Beckwith. Any questions? Okay, move it, please.
Okay, Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lane. Aye. Councilmember Thompson.
Aye.
Councilmember Carpenter.
Aye.
Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
And Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 4, authorize release of lien for 42 Main Street.
Now therefore be it resolved that the City of Portland Common Council hereby authorizes the discharge of the City of Portland's mortgage, Portland County Clerk Instrument Number 2017-04567 on 40-42 Main Street, tax parcel number 86.58-03-08.000. And be it further resolved that Mayor Steve or his designee is hereby authorized to file the appropriate mortgage discharge forms with Portland County Clerk.
Mr. Lane and Mr. Beckwith. So this is a lien that the city has put on, and there's no benefit for the city to collect on that lien, on that property. The property was really done, the Portland Downtown Partnership, which is going to be dissolved. Had multiple grants to renovate that building. Many, I think the travel and tourism is in, the bureau's in there now. Most small retail pop-up events, the IDA BDC on the second floor, and I think there's a rental unit on the third floor of that building now. So we'll continue to be actively involved in rehabbing our buildings on Main Street, and this was one of them. But to release this lien, so that the dissolved Portland Downtown Partnership could be, the IDA BDC would be the purchaser of that property by us relieving that release. Look out, makes sense for everybody. So
That's a beer building, right?
Next to you.
42 Main, yeah.
So originally, this is the money that we all gave to the. Yeah, you guys, don't even, your town was here, building was here. Yeah, we're just
Other side of the street.
forgiving it,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
all the other. buildings.
well, right, but it would be no benefit to us.
No, I'm not insinuating that. I just wanted to point that out there, that there's money that's owed, we're not getting back.
But I look at the impact of
Yeah.
what that building is,
100%.
downtown, it was worth it.
Yeah,
You know, so it was a great decision then, and I.
it was a bad decision then, it's a good decision now.
Well, I just think their business model didn't hold up to maintain that of the business partnership, and I would like to see that come back in a bigger manner. You know, that's the other thing that DPW has been doing is running their broom down the sidewalks and keeping them clean consistently on the sidewalks on Main Street, just for a couple of reasons. We're just trying to test it out this year. It'd be nice if there was a downtown partnership that did do those kind of things.
Yeah.
Big. That type of business. So a lot of benefits, a lot to that, and I'm sure we got experts in the room that are from the media that know all about those, so. All right, we'll move it, please.
Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lane.
Aye.
Councilmember Thompson.
Aye.
Councilmember Carpenter.
Aye.
Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 5, authorize agreement with Toma Development Consultants for Community Development Block Grant for Micro Enterprise Assistance.
Now therefore be it resolved that the common council hereby authorizes Mayor Steve to execute an agreement with Toma Development Consultants for the exclusive purpose of program delivery and administrative services for the Micro Enterprise Assistance Program in the amount of $42,500 contingent on New York State Office of Community Renewal approval.
Scott? Beckwith? So these funds will be, help use some of those other vacant spaces that we have and other businesses and other ideas and stimulate some of those small businesses. Been highly successful. We got a lot of great restaurants and a lot of other goods, items from those. So we appreciate, someone for, working with us to get those done. So, this is after we put it out for bid, and this is the best right here in the city. Okay, anybody have any questions?
Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lane. Aye. Councilmember Thompson.
Aye.
Councilmember Carpenter.
Aye.
Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 6, authorized sale of scrap metal from obsolete water meters and parts.
Now therefore be it resolved that the city of Portland Common Council hereby declares the used and obsolete water meters and system parts as surplus and authorizes the sale of the scrap metal to Contentos with all proceeds allocated to FX 42650 sale of scrap.
Ms. Lane. Stillman. I think it's self-explanatory.
Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lane.
Aye.
Councilmember Thompson.
Aye.
Councilmember Carpenter.
Aye.
Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 7, authorized police department hiring in contemplation of retirement.
Now therefore be it resolved that the city of Portland Common Council grants authority to the chief of police to hire up to 2 additional police officers above their authorized staffing levels to lessen the impact of staffing shortages based upon pending retirements or anticipated vacancies to the extent that such positions have been funded in the department's budget. And be it further resolved that said authority shall remain in place to the extent that such positions have been funded in the department's budget.
Okay. Mr. Scott, Mr. Carpenter, so we did this last year and then sunsetted, so the date was a sunset date, so we like to keep this open so that they can hire. It takes a year to get somebody on, and we know we're gonna have some retirements, we get ahead of it, we're already being pushed, so. Yeah. This thing,
Planning.
and we did it with the fire department, it's highly successful there as well. Okay, move please.
Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lane.
Aye.
Councilmember Thompson.
Aye.
Councilmember Carpenter.
Aye.
Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 8, create recreation maintenance worker position within the youth bureau as required by civil service and as provided for the funded in the adopted 2025 city budget.
Now therefore be it resolved that the city of Portland Common Council does hereby create a full-time position of recreation maintenance worker with an annual salary of $52,748.80 as provided for and funded in the 2025 city budget.
Thank you. Motion. Okay. Thompson, Mr. Carpenter. So, so this position is, we had funded it in the budget. That was what we discussed in the budget, the documents, but because that position does not exist in civil service, we have to create that title with civil service to make sure it's in our,
We didn't have a maintenance worker position previously.
not with that, not that title, not that recreation maintenance worker. No. So we need to add one. Is that right? We don't have one currently, right? We just need to add an extra one.
We do have that title, but they have to assign a civil service position number to the new position.
Got
So,
it.
yeah,
I
So
thought,
how many do we have? One?
we have 2.
Two.
Yeah, so this will be the 3rd one.
So clear. Thank you. And move it, please.
Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lane.
Aye.
Councilmember Thompson.
I,
Councilmember Carpenter.
Aye.
Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
Agenda item number 9.
Can you do 9 and 10 again, please?
Okay.
In a hurry.
Okay,
Trying to add 11 as well. That's also a donation.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
I got a lot.
So, Ms. Beckwith made a motion to adopt. We put those 3 together. Can I get a second? Second. Mr. Scott, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, adopting those together. So in agenda item number 9, accept and recognize donations for a youth bureau. Those donations I don't want to not recognize is King's Daughters and Todd Funk. We appreciate those. Those are pretty
Oh,
substantial
we didn't read them all. I just,
donations.
they all need recognition.
Agenda item number 10, accept and recognize donations to the police department. Sorry. So those donors are Portland City Tavern and Restaurant Association for $100, Channing Timmerman, $100, Willowbrook, $100, KMS Plumbing and Heating, $300, Anonymous, $640, Portland Community Foundation, $1,000, DAV of Portland Post, $153, $1,000, Wen Central Corp, $1,225, and then the last agenda item is number 11, accept and recognize donations for Midnight on Main fireworks. Those donations from McNeil and Company for $10,500 for the cost of the fireworks and the New Year's Eve Midnight on Main, which was supposed to be in my report to remind everybody to New Year's Eve fireball, but fire drop. So
Well, now it is.
so good. Now it is.
Oh, no.
So on all three of those, does anybody have any questions? And thank you, everybody, for your donations. Thanks for
Yeah,
significant. Fireworks are tough to come up with. Okay, with that, move it.
Motions?
Motions.
Did I? do that?
Yeah, we did. motion.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
So I'll take the cylinder.
Wait, we accept it.
You provide.
Motion to, for all three of them, Ms. Silva, Mr. Scott, sorry, thank you.
Right. Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Sullivan.
Aye.
Councilmember Lee.
Aye.
Councilmember Thompson.
Aye.
Councilmember Carpenter. Councilmember Beckwith.
Aye.
And Councilmember Michaels.
Aye.
That cost me a minute. I don't know, that's my half hour mark.
Yeah.
So real quick, last thing I have is Parker School, and there it is. So Ms. Sloman brought it up. And in every packet and for the media, there's a press release, it's a joint press release for the city school district and the city of Portland. So we're awful excited to rejuvenate the ideas of Parker School. And this is a kind of unique opportunity that we've got together. They've discussed about making some changes at Perry School, and we talked about the water main and some other changes in bus. When we're in that discussion and talking about portable buildings, we said, hey, why don't we work something out here that we can make this and save the taxpayers money in the long-term cost, and then while rejuvenating the ideas and costs to get other non-for-profits and other items in there. So this is the beginning of a great partnership that we have working together towards getting Parker School be able to utilize, but the school district, in short, the school district would lease it for the next 2 years and be able to start developing our other plans within that 2-year period. I think there's a lot to involve. So our next meeting will be bringing the lease document to approve to this council. They'll be doing a meeting at the same time to approve it on their end, and then we would like to get to start working on this immediately. At the beginning of next year.
Okay, thank
Then
you.
we have
for
all
the
the
hard work
financials
you
and
put into this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been difficult, and I think there's a lot of good things that came out of all those meetings and all those different agencies there. So now I think it might be more palatable for everybody, including daycare. So, and we met with the Parker School Committee as promised, and that was what Katie was recommending or recognizing. And I think everybody's pretty ecstatic for that. So we got a thumbs up approval from them. So if anybody has any questions on that,
Just make sure you bring all the financials, what they're going.
I just want to add that it's not, at this point, it's not going to be fully occupied by the district. It's not as if we're bringing back Parker School the way it was exactly, but it will be used for some classes. Can we say that?
yes, so during the very school, like the whole 4th grade would be there utilizing it while they're doing that. And then looking to do some other programs and offices, speech pathology, let's say, and fabricating that part out. But, those kind of items that would be beneficial for everybody to be together, and then hopefully not-for-profits be able to come in and be able to have their help and staff that are there, and then they'd be off-site, so they're not, segregated within their school district itself. So it's pretty exciting, and there's a lot of good things we have talking about to work forward from there. So just the beginning, and I think it definitely helps us all out to order together.
We gotta be pushing a number now.
Yeah, it's expensive, and I think this to rejuvenate those ideas, and things have changed. There's a lot of things that have changed in over the years. So we're excited to get that moving.
Sure, they don't want to buy it back.
That we'll hold that thought. You need a couple of years of working. Okay, with that, I'll accept the entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Scott, Ms. Solomon, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, don't forget, next door, yes, next door. No, when you stay here, I'll be next door. We'll make sure you drink water.